Okay, hi, everybody. Before I get started, I want to address reports that have occurred in the media about Chase Scanlan. As you're all well aware, federal law prohibits the university from discussing specific issues relating to a student's experience or record at the university. We can tell you it is limited to information related to a student athlete's team status. Chase was suspended from the team 10 days ago for violating team rules and expectations. On Monday, April 26th, I reinstated him. He will not be traveling with the team this weekend. I can't and won't offer any further comment. I will now take questions about our game against Notre Dame.
All right, everybody, if you can raise those hands, we will start taking questions. First hand that I see is Mario. Please begin for us.
Coach, you touched on 10 days ago how the situation was fluid and how it's fluid with your lacrosse team. You know, season's coming to a close here. But where 48 hours ago, how do you change your mind with the situation with Chase? And how is that affecting your team? Because obviously it's affecting your team going into play against Notre Dame. How did that situation change in 48 hours?
Well, as I said in my statement, I can't and won't offer any further comment.
Lindsay?
Yeah, hello. The dynamics of the Chase's teammates apparently not wanting to practice and I assume play with them. Could you take us through a little bit of how that evolved and whether you were involved in that decision?
No, all I can tell you is the team is practicing well. We're in good spirits and we're looking forward to playing Notre Dame.
Is Chase practicing with the team?
Yes.
Nico?
Yeah, thanks, Tyler. I wanted to ask specifically when you mentioned the reinstatement of Chase the other night, was that the result of a appealing of a suspension or was that just him being reinstated as a whole?
Well, as I said in my statement, I can't and won't offer any further comment on that.
Stephen Fonte?
Coach, just to clarify, the decision to reinstate him was yours, and is there anything you could tell us about the process, you know, over the course of that week that led to your decision to reinstate him?
Yeah, well, yes, it's my decision to reinstate him, and that's all I'll say at this time.
Brent?
John, would that indicate that since Chase practiced, that the team's stance that they won't practice with him is over?
I'll only answer questions about Notre Dame right now.
John Johnson?
Coach, I got to ask, was the team informed before you reinstated Chase, or were they taken by surprise after the reinstatement?
Please refer to my opening statement.
Cameron?
Coach, thanks for taking the time. It's not about Notre Dame, but it has to do with the PLL draft and the fact that, you know, 3 guys get drafted. What is making your guys here at Syracuse so successful at the next level? Why do you think so many of them are getting drafted and so many are having success?
I think for a period of time, we may have had the, as far as Syracuse University is concerned, the most number of players in the pro league. I think a lot of it has to do with the style of ball that we play. You know, we like to get up and down the field, and it's a little bit more open. And I think the pros, you know, like to play that way. I mean, they're a lot of great players, and they want to keep going. You know, in the professional league, and they enjoy playing lacrosse. So I think it has a lot to do with the style, the way we practice, and it's a good fit for the pros.
Tyler Melito?
Hey, Coach, in terms of Notre Dame this week, given the fact that you lost them 18-11 in the Dome last time, what is there to do to rewrite that ship? Because your team has only beaten one ACC opponent all season in Virginia, and this could be viewed as a must-win game.
Yeah, I think they, you know, I mean, you probably remember how the game went. You know, game starts with the face-off, and they won a very high percentage of the face-off. They played offense for most of the game. And it was, it's hard to crawl back in the game. You know, we got off to a good start in the game. They had an explosive second quarter, and then we're kind of even with them the rest of the way. And the way the faceoffs went in the second quarter, they got hot and they had a lot of offensive opportunities. And that was a big part of the game. So, yeah, I think that, facing off, even though I think we played pretty well against Virginia, we still want to limit some of our turnovers. I think we had 9 turnovers in the first half. And, this time of year, we want to start cutting back on our turnovers.
Nico?
Hey, Coach, I did want to, without getting into specifics, clearly there has been a lot going on, whether that's outside the program or within it. How would you gauge the mindset of the team and how everything is going heading into, as Tyler just said, what is a really big game for you guys? How do you balance the distraction, whatever else might be going on with what is coming up this weekend?
Yeah, well, we had this happened, we talked about 10 days ago. So we had a great week of practice last week. Attitudes are really good. We were on the road, obviously. It was probably, I think, our second road trip of the year. The guys, it's the first time that we'd been in a hotel together and had eaten together. So it was a little more camaraderie than we've had this year so far. So to maybe do that again this week, we'll be on the road on Friday and we'll be playing on Saturday, and the same kind of thing. Team will all be together for a change. And obviously that's great for bonding and chemistry.
Mario again?
Kind of along those lines, bonding with the chemistry and everything. Has it been a distraction over the last 2 weeks? And on the flip side, have you had any contacts with John Wildhack along the way?
I'm only going to answer questions about Notre Dame right now.
Next, we will go to Nate Mink.
John, did players threaten not to suit up or travel to Notre Dame if Chase was on the team playing with them?
Please refer to my opening statement.
Next, we will go to Josh Martin.
Coach, have you and your staff completed any form of sensitivity training regarding domestic violence? And if so, when?
Refer to my opening statement.
Lindsey Kramer.
Yeah, given the circumstances how Chase left Loyola and coming in at number wearing 22, I was curious. Do you feel like you maybe did you do the full homework on him? Do you feel like you maybe swung and missed a little bit on him? Knowing what you know now.
I'll jump in here, guys. I understand a lot of people have questions. As Coach has said multiple times, and he addressed it in his opening statement. And from this point forward, we will only be taking questions about Notre Dame.